I'd say a good majority of people nowadays think that cursed objects aren't a thing, but at some point you have to draw the line and decide if something is a coincidence or not. I mean, listen, if you see some archaeologist dude named Jim pick up the blood, ruby, diamond thing from the pyramid, well, first off, you're an idiot, Jim. But clearly something sketchy is gonna go on, so welcome back to Top 5 Central, everyone, where today we're looking at the top 10 Jims who are idiots. Wait, I mean scariest cursed objects, of course. Leave a like on this video right now, and you won't get cursed with 10 years of listening to Nickelback, and subscribe for the Top 5 Central Pancake Express to make a stop at your door. Subscribing's, well, free. Number 10. When you think of super dangerous items that you'd never want to own, jewelry probably isn't very high up on that list. With that said, even though it's super pretty and worth $250 million, the 45-carat Hope Diamond is one piece of bling you could do without. The cursed diamond is allegedly what got Marie Antoinette beheaded and King George IV into enormous debt, and the bad luck doesn't end there. Previous owners have lost children, gotten divorced, committed suicide, or even been murdered, all because the beautiful jewel is also very deadly. I mean, you know what, I'll just take the burden and sell it immediately, like hey, $250 million ain't bad. Number 9. King Tut's curse, or the Pharaoh's curse as it's known sometimes, is one of the most famous curses in the world. It states that anyone who visits King Tut's final resting place will not live very long to tell the tale, and so far, it seems to be true. For example, the explorers that first discovered the tomb all died pretty soon after, and the daughter of one of the explorers also died. So with that said, since most of them were like middle-aged and not super healthy when they went to Egypt in the first place, it could be that the curse was just everyday illness, but I'm gonna go ahead and cross the whole King Tut thing off the bucket list just to play it safe. Number 8. Everyone knows about grave robbing, right? Well, in the 19th century, people in Virginia City started robbing graves, but they were stealing headstones, not bodies. That was already pretty weird, but things got even weirder because the thieves started putting the headstones back where they found them. Why would they do that? Well, it's obvious that stealing a gravestone is super disrespectful, and the people buried there probably weren't exactly happy. They cursed the thieves with divorce, death, and even financial troubles, all so they could get their gravestones back and finally get some shut-eye themselves. Number 7. If stealing from a graveyard can get you cursed, then stealing from America's most famous battlefield probably isn't a great idea either. I mean, workers at Gettysburg National Military Park get letters from cursed victims every single day, all containing rocks that they stole from the park. Some people only apologize and beg for the rocks to be put back, but some go into way more detail. Some have had like pets die, some have broken their bones and had multiple surgeries, some have even lost their wives, jobs, and houses. In fact, one super unfortunate dude ended up being behind bars for 9 years and managed to blame that on the curse too. Who knows though, I mean maybe the crime you committed also kinda helped just a wee bit with that one, buddy, but yeah, curse for sure is to blame. Number 6. So when an ancient Maori whip handle was stolen from a museum exhibit, police didn't even have to solve the crime. Sounds kinda weird, I know, but the item was so cursed that the criminal returned it and didn't even ask for a reward. That's not the only time Maori artifacts have been treated like they're cursed either. I mean, at a secret show of the items, pregnant women were totally banned in case coming into contact with the artifacts cursed them and caused them to lose the baby. Is that a little bit too extreme? Well, some people thought so, but others thought it was better to be safe than sorry. So let me know what you guys think. The ban worth it or not? Make sure to comment right now. Number 5. Alright, so by now you should know that taking souvenirs from famous historical sites is a very, very bad idea. But here's another example just in case you were thinking of being a Jim. Remember Pompeii, the town that was like destroyed when a volcano erupted? Well, tourists have been taking everything from bits of stone to tiles and statues, and then immediately regretting it. Sometimes it takes decades, but eventually everyone returns what they have taken, saying that the curse of Pompeii has ruined their lives. Even total criminals whose whole job is stealing have returned what they took, as they just couldn't deal with the guilt and bad luck the curse caused. Number 4. I've already said that when people accidentally steal cursed items, it can take a long time for them to return them, but they always do in the end. This is one of those stories. A thief took two 2,000-year-old slingshot balls from Syria in 1995, and then returned them 20 years later. The slingshot balls would have been used as like ancient Roman weapons, and they were stolen while architects weren't looking. However, they were returned in 2015 with a note that said the thief had had terrible luck ever since. He even reminded other people to never steal artifacts again. Number 3. Alright, you guys all remember the one ring to rule them all from Lord of the Rings, right? Well, I bet you didn't know that it was actually inspired by a cursed ring in real life. The ring of Strangest, which I totally pronounced that wrong, I'm so sorry, was first owned by a Roman 1600 years ago, but it was stolen from him. In response, he sacrificed half of his wealth to the gods and asked them to put a curse on the man he thought was responsible. Point of the story, the man then fell on hard times and had to sell the ring, but a Christian even attempted to stop the curse by blessing the ring in the man's name. But needless to say, the curse wouldn't still be here if it worked. Number 2. There's nothing cooler than seeing a tree that has turned to stone over millions of years, so it's not surprising that the Petrified Forest National Park is so popular. However, if you decide to go and visit, remember that taking something with you is a very bad idea. Alright, you could probably guess what happens by now, but the park has thousands of letters from people trying to return what they took. Some of the letters say they have been jailed, gotten divorced, lost their jobs and their car, but some have even gotten sick and died. Alright, so the moral of the story is pretty simple, to be honest. Just don't take stuff that doesn't belong to you. Number 1. So out of all the curse items on this list, the Bassano vase is definitely the scariest because its curse is by far the most effective. The story goes that it was given to a bride who died on her wedding night, and she swore to return and get revenge. Since then, no one has owned the vase and lived for more than 3 months, and even museums won't take it. Apparently, it has been buried in a lead coffin at a secret location to stop it from ever being dug up again, so hopefully its reign of terror is over now. And there's a video on the top 10 scariest curse objects that scientists can't explain. Wait, what's that? Do you guys hear that too? Oh my god, it's Nickelback. Like the video, please. Like the video. We need to get it away. Okay, anyways, though, like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Really enjoyed making this video. A lot of new information and stuff like that. But anyways, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next video.